Good morning and welcome to Wake Up Real Estate. It's Friday, 4/21, and if you're here, it means you survived 4/20.
Barely.
I mean, good on you. This is episode 55. 55. Hard to believe. We're starting a minute or two late for two reasons. Number one, for some reason, my kids have virtual day again, so I got 4 kids running around driving me nuts. And not really, honestly, I'm probably embellishing that a bit. But the other real legitimate reason was I was writing up an offer and I started doing the e-signature fields. And I was like, I don't really want to start over. It's going to take me another minute here. So I was just, did it as fast as I can and send it off for e-signing, which, by the way, little tip, the way I do those, I can't remember the last time I had somebody that demanded that we do it in person. I do the e-signing and then I do a video walkthrough of what I'm sending. And every once in a while, somebody's like, hey, what does this mean? Or, hey, what does that mean? But usually I send the video and 10 minutes later, I got it all back and we're good to go. So
yeah,
efficiency.
Big time saver.
Yeah, absolutely. So that was a day late on the Tech Tips, Tech Tip Thursday. Mike, good morning. Mark Webster, hello on this hot Friday. I know it's going to be like, up here, up north, it's going to be like close to 100 or something like that. I don't know.
Really?
I mean, 90 something, I think, is what they're saying. You know what? They adjusted it back down, 83. So yeah, I mean, still
might as well be 100.
Yeah, exactly. Ernest, good morning. Follow-up Friday. I like that, Andre.
Maybe we should do that instead because that's when you send your newsletter and stuff.
That's a great shout, Andre. Which, by the way, like, comment, subscribe, share, smash the bell, all that good stuff. I last Friday, so Chris, one of my agents, there's the smash. One of my agents in the Cincinnati, Ohio area, we did a dead lead resurrection work. We started doing that work with her last week, which by the way is one of the bonuses on our caffeinated group coaching membership. So go to wakeup.realestate, check out Caffeinate. Anyway, we started doing work on that last week. We sent some re-engagement text messages, which got her a bunch of activity. And then we sent out her first weekly email newsletter. It went out to 11 or 1,200 contacts. She got 6 home valuation requests and a bunch more people coming back and looking at properties.
Josh, so, I might cut that session out from yesterday. It was kind of behind closed doors, but just so people can check that out because I thought it was really good to see. We might need to blur out some contact info and get Chris's permission, but it was a really good session, guys. And that's the sort of thing we're doing Monday through Thursday live in the caffeinated group coaching. So.
And I'll tie in episode 52 here, which was Texting Tuesday, the open-minded text message. We actually sent that out to a small number of contacts in Chris's account on our group coaching on Wednesday, and she got tons of replies. Now, I had to scald her a little bit because she didn't respond. So we were responding live yesterday on the group coaching to the folks that responded to the, hey, would you be open-minded and available to check out some houses this weekend? And it's not too late to send out that message for Follow-Up Friday. Thank you, Andre. It's not too late to send that out. Send that out like right now and get yourself some appointments lined up for the weekend if you're planning on working this weekend. Go back and check out Tuesday's episode and Wednesday as well for more on that. Okay, mortgage rates. Look at this.
We're right up there in the high sixes, still, 6.67. But I think the bigger thing around mortgage rates that's going on right now is the thing you sent me this morning, which I had heard about yesterday too. I guess the Fannie Mae or Freddie, one of them, right? Somebody's about to start penalizing people with good credit scores.
Not just good credit, but also a lot of down payment money.
Yeah.
So if you've got good credit and you're putting 15 to 20% down, we're going to punish you by charging you more. What?
Well, it's subsidized. Yeah. There's good intentions behind it, but like with all government stuff, the good intentions are there are other
ways to get to the better net end result.
Yeah, definitely. So anyway, our friends over at the National Real Estate Post, they did a video explaining this in a little more detail. They took some time to put together a petition that you can sign. So we just popped this on the Wake Up site today. You can go watch the video and go over to the National Real Estate Post and sign that petition if you do agree that this is kind of wacky. So we got.
I can't think of a reason why you wouldn't agree that this is wacky and wouldn't go over there and help sign the petition. It's making it if this isn't addressed, it's making it harder for it'll make it harder to sell more homes.
Well, why should I pay my credit card on time? Well, give me a reason. Because the only reason I really need my credit is maybe to buy a car, maybe to buy a house. Maybe I'm oversimplifying.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, check that out after the show. Check that out. Go to wakeup.realestate. It's a blog post on there. Check out the video. The video is like less than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then there's a petition if you feel so. And the petition, it takes like 15 seconds to do the petition.
And you know what, guys? Josh, you sent this morning. Honestly, I haven't spent a lot of time thinking it through. I'm just getting the highlights, basically. April over, another mortgage lender mentioned this to me yesterday. I haven't looked into it deeply. Maybe we're rushing to judgment, as you can do with all news, with headlines. But on the surface, after watching that video, it seems not too cool. But if you can give reasons why it is cool, we'd love to hear it.
Yeah, the reason why I felt confident asking Ryan to put that on the site is because, generally speaking, Brian and the crew over there at the National Real Estate Post, they're pretty plugged in and they're pretty, they
trust the source.
Yeah, exactly. So check that out. Sign the petition if you feel so inclined to do so. What do you got,
Social post of the day. I got a little lazy today, but it's not lazy. It's just to illustrate that your social post of the day doesn't need to be hard. I was going to run an ad for Andre's listing here that he's got. It's a really cool waterfront golf course listing. I just took his description and a link on my website to the listing. Just said listing of the day. It's got a nice cool picture with an arrow that he had already made, and that's it. Done. So
bing, bang, boom.
Yeah, listing of the day. You can do this any day, guys. Just remember, you're trying to stay top of mind and in front of people and subtly remind them you're in real estate. You're not going to generate a ton of leads this way, but you'll just kind of stay top of mind. And I noticed, too, as I post to Facebook, Andre took the 420 idea yesterday. Thanks, Andre, for taking it a little further. So I thought this was kind of a cool post. He had some fun with it. I was wondering, did you use AI or something to make these images? Because I know that.
So good.
I wonder if he used AI or if he took time to make all these images.
Yeah. Hey, will you confirm Don's friend request there? I talked to Don this week. He's a good guy out in Colorado. He wants to send us some mortgage business. You're leaving him on unfriend. Yeah, look, I see Don Betts. Confirm friend request.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Don.
Don's a good guy.
It's a lot of them are the ladies who are catfishing my dad. They sometimes find you.
Listen, I know that one. I know for sure. I spoke with Don twice this week. About Home IQ and some of our mortgage programs.
Yeah, it's nothing personal, Don. I just don't even look. And guys, if you message people, do you get this too, Josh? If you message people on Facebook and you're not friends, it just goes into like this other box and you don't even know what's happening. So I feel rude sometimes.
I do check that every once in a while because I do have people that, you get lots of nonsense in there, but it's kind of like I've talked about on this before. In fact, I briefly mentioned it yesterday. Like, you have to answer your phone. Like if you want to sell more houses, answer your phone and call back your missed calls. Every once in a while, you never know. I'm looking at my other messenger inbox right now, and it's a bunch of crap in there. But every once in a while, I do get people that are legitimately wanting. Like in fact, Adrian Phillips earlier this week messaged me about the 1% conventional mortgage program. And it went into that box, that spam box. I found it, and we've chatted several times. And she's got some clients that may be a great option for. So you never know. I mean, I would check it, I don't know, once a week.
Yeah, it just seems weird that Facebook doesn't do more to remind you that's there. Even once a day, just show you a digest or something of it.
Yeah. I mean, it shows up as a notification in your messenger, but it's a good point, Yeah.
Anyway,
like all of the notifications you get on Facebook, you think they would put one like, hey, you got some unread messages.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So that's mortgage stuff. I guess we're going to go into for Free Leads Friday. We're going to talk about this mortgage bar. Did you have anything else?
No, that was me doing magic.
Oh, yeah.
The magic mortgage bar. I don't really have any. I didn't do a social post of the day, quite honestly, because I've been playing catch up and scrambling a bit. Although I am going to be, we've been putting short form videos on the site about different mortgage programs. And Ryan, because he's a ninja, each time we do that is building out a long or longer form sort of mortgage application initiation process. And I'm going to be making another one of those at some point today around 1099 programs for 1099 employees, which we've got some great ones. I'm going to feature one in particular, but we've got lots of them. So if you as a 1099 employee or any clients that you have that are 1099 employees need some unique mortgage options, we'd love to have a conversation. We'd love to see if we can help.
So yeah, this bar, I'll show you the bar first, but the thinking here is that you want to be able to kind of take existing site traffic. And this idea doesn't need to just apply to mortgages, but you've got traffic coming to your website. For a lot of us, it has to do with the automated property alerts that we set people up for as a best practice. So if you're driving lead flow through your site, you should be setting everybody up on alerts. If you have KV Core or similar systems, a lot of times you can just automate the setting up of alerts. But those people are coming back to your site every day automatically without you putting in any effort. And the idea of a free lead Friday, sure, they're already kind of a lead, but if you want to engage and generate more conversations, putting a header bar at the top of your site makes a lot of sense. So we actually have one on Wake Up that's just for our internal purposes.
Yep.
And then the other day, I consulted ChatGPT again and said, hey, can you give me some code for a closable bar that sits at the top of a website? And it did it for me. It gave me the code because I'm not really, I'm a hack coder. Look, anybody could do this, guys. You could go ask ChatGPT. You might have to figure out the code a little bit. It helps to know HTML and stuff. Anyway, this bar up top, Josh, it might look a little small. It is a little understated on desktop, but I kind of like it that way because it's pretty much perfect on mobile.
So that was exactly when I went and checked yours out this morning or last night, I can't remember when I did, that was my immediate reaction. And then I figured that is why, because I don't know what the stats are. Does KV Core publish any of that? Do they have that? Or I'm
No.
I'd be interested to see what I would guess it's somewhere between 75 and 80% of real estate related website activity is on mobile.
Well, especially if that a lot of traffic is coming from the property alerts. People are checking that stuff on their phone. They're getting their email every day in the morning, having their coffee. They click through to look at a few listings, and it's mobile.
Yep, exactly.
And you can actually start to get an idea, Josh, by looking at your activity stream on KV Core, because you can see it tells you which device the person's on.
Oh, no kidding!
You don't know that? Here, we'll take a quick detour into that just to show everybody.
While Ryan's bringing that up, here is let me give you another way to think about this as a free leads Friday. If you are doing anything to drive free traffic to your website, for example, like your social post of the day, that is free. And if you send them to an open, like in Ryan's today, it was just a listing, but it could be a curated list where you don't force registration, right? You just send them to an open IDX feed. Having that at the top gives you a way to convert that free traffic into, someone in your database, a new prospect or lead in your database.
You had no activity in your stream. Maybe there's just a bug, but something's going on with your site. But you can see here, you see the little phone. I'm kind of trying to highlight it. It's tiny. Down at the left.
I've seen that a million times, and I just never thought about it.
Yeah, you can see. So this one's on a computer on a desktop. That was actually me. But you can see a lot of the traffic will be phone, and you could start to get an idea. Like Julie's been here on her phone 32 times and 12 times on her desktop. It's interesting to know. Anyway, so this bar, the whole point of it is to take the attention, we're market and divert it to where you want it to go to generate a better conversation. So we like using financing, of course, to engage because it brings people through the next phase in the funnel. They need to get pre-approved eventually. And these videos Josh have been doing about these very niched mortgage programs are interesting to engage around. So right here, you can see the bar. Now, getting the code for this is as simple or as difficult because this is V1, version 1, Josh.
Well, here, the easy button is just use the chat on the site and we'll help you.
Yeah, we'll help you. But basically, if you go to the co-marketing section on Wake Up Real Estate, you can download the code in a new window and you're going to get this scary thing right here. And usually when I build these things, I make it a little easier, but due to the nature of this, it was kind of hard to instantly giving you the code, but you got to switch out your email where it says your email here and your first and last name to make it track back to you and send the leads to you and everything. I'll probably make this better, but for now, if you want this bar, just chat us up. And there's instructions on the page. Like we do need the information about your website, or we can give you the code with your email inserted on it. Yeah. But for Free Leads Friday, I don't want to get bogged down in the mortgage bar itself. The mortgage bar is a good example. You should consider having a call to action bar at the top of your site, whether you use our bar or not. And I would just recommend a good free place to go. There's probably lots of these out there, but Hello Bar does have a free option.
Yeah.
And you could just go get a Hello Bar account and put a free option up at the top. You can also do this with Get Gist, which is a tool I talked about a few weeks ago. But you can go get the free Hello Bar account and link it to whatever you want, your home valuation page. But yeah, the mortgage bar. If you want it installed for you, just let us know.
And we've talked about this a little bit, and Ryan and I need to put our heads together and put together more of a deep dive sort of workshop or training around pimping out your website. Essentially, think 7 ways to divert and convert more of your website traffic into contacts in your database. Something along those lines.
This is one of those ideas. And I didn't show, as just a reminder, these links in the mortgage bar just take you to these niche capture pages.
Yep.
That's the idea.
Which
Charlotte,
once again,
I'll take a look at that.
They will email you, right? When someone fills that out, you will get an email with that contact.
Yeah, you'll be notified. And then our team will work it from our side. And if something comes of it, you're going to be looped in every step of the way. The way the system works, you get emails every time something happens. The open house flyer tool didn't let it change it and downloaded it twice. I'll Charlotte, as soon as we get off, I'll take a look. There's a chance something's buggy with that because I noticed something the other day. Maybe I tripped over something the last time I was in there, but I'll try to get it fixed and let you know.
Mark says, oh, whoops. Yeah, Mike. Let's go Mike, then Mark.
Sorry.
I'm curious. Mike was so specific. I'm wondering, is that in like the analytics anywhere? Will it give you like a more of a global breakdown? Like I know you were showing the dashboard.
Yeah.
I wonder if that data does exist in like the business analytics tab.
Well, I don't think it's in business analytics.
Like just saying anecdotally, but
yeah, I don't think it's in business analytics. I'm looking now.
Yeah,
but
here's a good takeaway. Here's a good takeaway. Mike says he text replies folks that are looking on their phone, and he email replies if they were looking on a desktop or laptop.
That's a good thought.
So, I mean, there's something to that for sure. It's
not analytics here, but it's definitely in analytics tools. So if you're using Google Analytics or Clicky.com or something, you could quickly find out the ratio.
Mark says, I put an ad on Alignable yesterday about locating 420 friendly properties and just had someone contact me from Colorado. That's great.
Alignable is interesting. I think we all have accounts. But I haven't heard many people using it.
I need to get back to. I can't believe this. I keep forgetting to get back to. There was a fellow named Philip, I think, in Georgia, and he's actually generating business from it. He finds it to be more interactive and gets more engagement than, for example, LinkedIn, because it's a similar. Social
similar
network,
idea, right?
It's more business focused. I would guess it also may vary by market. Maybe. I don't know. Interesting though.
Well, it does do cool stuff locally, and it seems to be very viral because I get the notices all the time. Look, there's a in the St. Petersburg networking group.
Yeah.
It's like 11,000 people in St. Pete are using this thing. And the Alignable emails seem to get through.
Yes, they definitely.
So it might be something we dig in on next week. In the spirit of Free Leads Friday, we'll just add as a bonus, thank you, Mark, that Alignable might be an option for you to find some free networking and leads, right?
All right. Well, now I'll have to play around with it next week so we can bring back some takeaways next Friday. That's a great.
Yeah, like imagine just doing the social post there every day. I don't think a ton of people are logging in here, but there's probably a feed. You probably be one of the only realtors.
Heavily business owners. So, for example, with a lot of what our focus is on the mortgage side of being of catering to self-employed business owner, investor audience, there might be something to it.
Yeah, and I could definitely see using their paid platform, their ad platform, to run investment property ads, to the business owners here, which we'd have to test it, but LinkedIn is just so darn expensive for their ad platform.
Yes.
But the idea there is a good one. You're getting the right target market for that sort of thing. I just wonder, maybe it's a little cheaper on Alignable.
All right. Even more for us to play around with. More shiny objects. But it seems it's coming up several times, or it keeps coming up, so it's worth at least checking out. And you never know when something major changes on a platform that is working, right? Like never wanting to be like a one-legged stool.
And at the same time, don't go chase every shiny object. So pick something that works for you, and cool.
Lo, we appreciate the kind words. Lo is screaming for more likes on this. Pure gold. Well, we appreciate.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out that chess thing yesterday, Lo. I couldn't. I'm on chess.com, but I couldn't figure out that chess with friends thing. It kept. I couldn't.
So Ryan on our group coaching, I don't know how it came up, but said, if anybody wants to go play me at chess.com, I will leave this group coaching immediately and disappear and play anyone. I'll have Cole send you an invite. We'll see how good Cole actually is. My son Cole, he's playing that all the time.
I'm gonna play a quick one right now.
This is great content. I mean,
it's a 1 minute.
This is great freely.
I'm gonna get destroyed. I've been playing these 1 minute games and just getting destroyed by like young people who have quicker minds.
So while Ryan plays chess, we're gonna wrap up for the week.
I just plundered my night.
Please like, comment, subscribe, share, smash the bell. If you're listening on your favorite podcast platform, please subscribe, rate, and review. If you haven't already done so, create your free account at wakeup.realestate. And also check out what we're doing with the caffeinated group coaching. And check out my stupid video at the top of me drinking a Starbucks cold brew coffee. If there is anything we can do to help you on the mortgage side, I
gotta resign.
If you have anybody who's been turned down, you have, some weird scenarios. I had a conversation yesterday with an agent from Philly, Gennaro. He had a weird scenario. We couldn't help him, just very transparently. But we turned over every leaf. It was a very unique situation, and we couldn't help in that particular scenario. But we had some other things for several other clients that he was working with, in particular the 1% conventional, that may help some clients that had kind of become dormant or dead in the water. So hit us up on that. You can schedule a time with me, or just call, text me, whatever, or just go to the co-marketing section, the mortgage co-marketing section on the wakeup.realestate site. Next week, more of the same. We'll show you what's working, what we're playing around with. We'll maybe get an update on the open house campaign. I'll come up with another great text for Texting Tuesday to help you get some conversations going. And we'd love to hear on Monday about any appointments or listings that you took this weekend.
Yeah, and guys, don't forget to send your weekly email newsletter. The templates in here under swipes and templates, right? It's a big one on Fridays. I know you send yours Fridays, Josh, even if you're going to send it tomorrow. It's just got to send something to your database at least once a week. And this is a good template to use.
And that is a catalyst that will generate you activity that you can then spend 15, 20, 30 minutes a day following up on that activity, because the folks that are active are the ones more likely or closer to transacting.
All right. Have a great weekend, guys.
Take care. Mike. See everybody next week. Same place, same channel. Use the weekend to catch up. Binge us this weekend.